Today I'm going to take you on a ship tour of the beautiful Emerald Princess. Let me show you a little bit around the ship. Deck 5 has the Internet Cafe with complimentary computers and some desk areas for working with your own laptop. The future sales office will help you find a future cruise. Vines Wine Bar and the Piazza are located right here. Vines has a couple of seats with a nice window view, but my favorite spot here is the International Cafe. This is a great place to get a specialty coffee and a pastry in the morning and either choose a window seat for the view or a seat in the piazza to see what's going on. Specialty coffees and teas are included in the beverage package or can be purchased individually. And Princess makes it really easy with the Medallion. Now, Princess sends you a Medallion in the mail if you purchase the Plus package. But if you don't, you can pay for shipping ahead of time, or you can pick it up at will call, and they provide a lanyard also with the Medallion. Now, I like to purchase this wristband, and I can just pop the Medallion out. After the cruise, it becomes a refrigerator magnet. I can pop another one in on for my next cruise. So this little thing is so much easier for me to remember. I put it on in the morning and it doesn't come off all day. I don't have to think, oh, where did I put my key card? It's great because it lets you in the room and it provides purchasing, and it's great for anything that you might need to do on board. The crew, once you scan it, they know where you are. I've even used it to order food off of the app, and they bring it to me wherever I am. So that's really cool too, to do that. And several room service menu items that you can get just brought to you in your room or on the Lido Deck, anywhere that you are, and they'll find you because of the Medallion that you have. All right, back to the little bit of a tour. I got kind of sidetracked whenever I started talking about the app and the Medallion. The goodies are complimentary and switched out in this display case throughout the day. Pastries and other light breakfast items, as well as fresh fruit in the mornings. Sandwiches, snacks, and other desserts are there throughout the day. I find it enjoyable to walk through the art gallery when going from midship to the forward elevators on Deck 5. The art is swapped out frequently during the cruise, and many artists are on display here. On Deck 6, from the midship elevator, you can look down into the piazza on Deck 5, and straight across is located guest services. This is where one goes to discuss any problems they might encounter during the cruise. They were kind to help me get logged into the Wi-Fi when I had some difficulty. They will also print out a copy of your onboard account at any time, or you can use the kiosk or your app. There are a few shops in this area as well. The casino is located on this deck, and within the casino is the Speakeasy Cigar Lounge. There are 3 main dining rooms for the complimentary sit-down dining on Emerald Princess. Michelangelo is on Deck 5, and the Da Vinci and Botticelli are both on Deck 6, and they are separated by the galley. This makes the Botticelli restaurant just a little confusing to get to until you learn your way around, because you cannot go from the Da Vinci through the galley to get to the Botticelli dining room. You'll have to go on one of the upper floors and take the elevator or the stairs down to the Botticelli dining room. Princess offers 3 dining choices. You can do early dining, which typically is around 5 or 5:30, or late dining, typically around 8 or 8:30 p.m., or you can opt for a My Time dining, where you get to go to the dining room whenever you choose, and they will either seat you then or give you a beeper when your table is ready. If you typically like to have dinner at the same time every day, it's good to do one of those fixed dining times. But if you don't like those times, I recommend that you see the maitre d' early on that first day and ask for a specific time of day and see if they can get you that time for all of the cruise. At least one dining room will be open every day for full service breakfast. Then every dining room is open in the evening for sit-down dining. If you don't want to do sit-down dining, you do not have to go to your dining time. You can always go to the buffet or one of the other areas on the ship that offers food at the time you are hungry. Princess also has room service available, and that's very convenient as well. Tea is also served midday on sea days, and I am happy to say it is still complimentary on Princess at the time of this video. At some point during the sailing, it has been tradition for years to have the Baked Alaska parade on the night it is served on the menu. On Deck 7 is the Promenade Deck. The upper level of the Princess Theater is located here. Around on the starboard side is the Shore Excursions desk, where the guests can book excursions. And then there's the Wheelhouse Bar, which hosts the Gastropub, one of the specialty restaurants that serves gourmet burgers and other pub food. More shopping in this area. The library is stocked with daily Sudoku, crossword, and trivia pages, and guests can borrow library books and a pretty good selection of board games. There's another good view down into the piazza from here, and another lounge. I'm entering the Explorer's Lounge on the side near the stage area. This hosted several trivia events as well as guest lecturers and other entertainment. There's a comfy window seating area outside of the Explorer's Lounge, and I saw people gathered here to play cards while enjoying the view and keeping an ear out for whatever was going on in the lounge area. The entrance to the Crown Grill, where they serve some of the best bread I have ever had, is filled with cheese. I had a super tender filet mignon here one night and some delicious sea bass another night. The photo gallery is located on this deck, and one can pick up Medallion accessories here, as well as look through any photos made by the ship staff. Club Fusion is in the aft of the ship, and it is another entertainment venue. During our cruise, they hosted morning Zumba classes, afternoon dance classes, bingo, indoor movies, trivia, and games, as well as musical performances. Deck 7 also has the outdoor promenade with outdoor seating and some smoking areas. This is a great place to get a good walk in. Each deck with passenger staterooms has a laundromat with complimentary washers and dryers. If you want more information about doing laundry on a cruise ship, I have a whole video dedicated to that topic. Just search for "Can I do laundry on a cruise ship?" Let's move to the very top of the ship, Deck 19. If you want an elevator to this deck, you must use a specific one in the forward bank of the elevators, or you can climb the stairs from one of the lower decks. This is the Princess's diagram of this deck. I stationed myself here to take my videos of sailing through the Panama Canal, though, because it was very uncrowded and offered a unique perspective. There's a sports court here, which can be set up for basketball or tennis, and a very small walking track, but it can get incredibly windy up here, so hang on to your hat. They have some artificial turf with room to set up bocce ball and croquet, and there is a small practice putting green. Sometimes the soot settles on that white wall, so be cautious about leaning up against it. This little unlabeled area on the diagram is currently being used as the Platinum Studio, where one goes for professional photography sessions. Also from this view, you can see there are many available lounge chairs on the upper decks that are not by the pool, in case you're looking for a quieter place to relax outdoors. Down one set of stairs outside is a shuffleboard setup. Going down to Deck 18 aft is Skywalker's Nightclub, offering floor-to-ceiling windows for amazing views and comfortable seating in a climate-controlled atmosphere. During the day, this is usually a pretty calm area, but sometimes they have private events held here, and in the evening it is an entertainment venue. Deck 17 aft is where the kids' clubs are located. Ages 3 to 7 have an area called the Treehouse, with a wide open area for active play or to sit and watch movies, a climbing area, craft and activity tables, and their own little outdoor riding course with tricycles. The Lodge is the area for ages 8 through 12. They have computers and gaming, seating areas for movies, tables for activities, and their own arcade games with foosball, air hockey, and skee-ball. The teenagers area is the Beach House, with lots of comfy couches for movies or hanging out, and their own arcade games. Let's move to the front of the ship on Deck 17. This is the highest deck in the forward for public areas. On this deck is an area called the Sanctuary. It is an adults-only area and must be reserved at an extra cost. On my sailing, it was $20 for a half day and $40 for a full day. Full voyage packages were also available. This area sells out quickly for scenic sailing days, but is also especially popular with guests who are staying in inside and ocean view cabins where they do not have their own private balcony area. Going down to deck 16 is the spa pool, and beyond it is the spa and fitness center in the forward. And in the aft is Sabatini's, a specialty Italian restaurant, and Adagio, a comfortable lounge. Deck 15 is the Lido Deck, and it is home to the Marketplace, which is the complimentary buffet serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You will find different stations for various food items throughout this area. There is seating on both starboard and aft sides. If the weather is nice, I enjoy this outdoor seating area at the far aft of the buffet, and you can see the aft pool down below on deck 15. You can also choose to bring your plate out to these tables midship near the pool area as you join others who may have ordered pizza from the pizza place or soft serve, or who indulge with one of Princess's new premium desserts, or grill items like burgers, hot dogs, fries from the Salty Dog. I like their chili cheese fries, delicious but hard to eat gracefully. There are two main pools here on the Lido Deck in the center of the ship where most of the outdoor poolside activities occur, including an outdoor movie screen. This pretty much wraps up my very quick tour of the Emerald Princess. I am Shirley with Shirley's Journeys, and I hope all of your journeys are pleasant ones.